If you don't know who Kevin Samuels is, then you clearly been living under a rock. He's the force that's been helping steamroll the manosphere, and most notably, the black manosphere. Sure, there's tons of men in the manosphere, but only one has grown to be as popular, but yet so controversial as Kevin Samuels. If you don't know what the manosphere is, here's a short description. The manosphere is a genre or type of things talked about in their videos, mostly helping men become more masculine, become more successful in their careers, become better with women, and just generally helping them reach their full possible potential. Some of these men refer to themselves as the red pill community. There are supposedly 3 kinds of pills, or even more for all I know. But this isn't about pills, or the manosphere, womansphere, globosphere. It's about Kevin Samuels. Here's the problem with Kevin Samuels. He's 100% right, and people can't handle the truth. Let me rephrase. Most women can't handle the truth. So this is presenting a huge problem between men and women. We also have some men siding with women with their tails between their legs, like they're going to get some kind of brownie points. Or maybe they just want sex by agreeing with them. More than likely, the latter. We all know historically, men will lie to women just to get to first base, let alone hitting a home run. Fellas, there's no future in frontin', trust me. That's the beauty of the manosphere. Force men to hold each other accountable. Anyway, you want to know the absolute biggest problem with the hysteria Kevin Samuels has ignited in the black community? Let me rephrase that. The hysteria ignited within black women's society? Well, it starts with his viral videos, most that are all of 10 to 20 minutes long. Many women watch these short clips, listen to a soundbite, or see a post on Instagram and get triggered, causing them to react emotionally. Is it fair to say, out of the 2 genders, women are the more emotional being? That's not saying that some men don't react emotionally in some situations, and some women don't act emotionless in some scenarios. Those are what you call anomalies. I personally don't concern myself with anomalies. There will always be anomalies. The only thing we're 100% sure of is we will all die. And when we die, we'll be taxed. Yes, someone will make money off of your death. I digress. When women react, they react with their feelings, which unlocks a wide array of emotions. We all know what happens when you react off of emotions. You say or do something that you'll later on regret. Some women begin to think logically. Think about the facts that are being presented and take a different stand, realizing how silly they may look or sound, while others continue to put up a fight. Most of the time, a worthless fight. It's only being fought simply to not lose the argument. We all know, fellas, you get to an argument with a woman, you ain't winning. As far as I'm concerned, they'll put up that fight until they die. Only if a lot of women put that same fight into actually working on the relationship. Let's not forget, in adult relationships, most men don't leave. In fact, it's the exact opposite. We all know the famous stat that Kevin Samuels brings up that stops argumentative women in their tracks like a brick wall stops a speeding car. Say it with me now. 80% of divorces across America are initiated by women. That's no matter the race or age. Of course, you can dig deeper into that stat and it'll start changing with age, but it's still gonna come to 80%. It seems like every other woman Kevin Samuels interviews is talking about how at some point in their past they were engaged, but for whatever reason, they chose to leave the engagement or marriage or relationship. Breaking up with your fiance seems to be the most popular choice of women, or the woman he interviews. Besides, any female will only say, "That's not me, that's her. She don't represent women." Meanwhile, just over half of the women that he interviews says the same exact thing. Look, I'm not here to tell you who you should like or dislike. You can do whatever the please. But like most things in life, you shouldn't get emotionally invested in anything you don't know about. Because expending unwarranted emotional energy is like working a 16-hour shift with no breaks on 2 hours of sleep. Why the hell would anyone do that? When you actually watch Kevin Samuels' content and take time to figure out where a viral clip came from and watch the entire broadcast, most people realize that the clip was just the tip of the iceberg and there are deeper things going on in that huge ocean of mystery and deception. You realize that the interview always starts off with Kevin Samuels asking questions to find out more about the person and then find out exactly what it is they want. And lastly, unapologetically, he lets them know the quickest way to solve their problem, whether they like the answer or not. If the person is respectful, as most are, he lets them know no matter how cold the truth might be. But if that person chooses to be rude, he gives them a smack of reality. No matter how he gives it to them, it's always the truth, an answer to the best of his abilities. Most people, whether they know or not, seriously need therapy. And Kevin Samuels lets them know just that. Another funny thing is, through all of that extra crap of denying and deflecting, nobody never says he's wrong. The final thing about Kevin Samuels' content is he keeps the same exact energy towards men. As a matter of fact, his channel was started to help men of all ages better themselves. And of course, there have been some Pookies and some Ray Rays that got checked from time to time, just like the women. Wait, let me rephrase that. They don't get checked like the women. They get it worse just because they're men. Most men realize that it is only constructive criticism. Kevin Samuels' YouTube has been active for 5 years. He's only been making videos about women consistently for under a year, as per the date of this video. Guess how many reactions Kevin Samuels' videos has gotten before the average at best video? Guess how many men were saying, "We don't like the way he talks to men," or "We don't like his delivery"? None. Zero. Nada. Because most men don't fucking complain. Most men take their L's, lick their wounds, move on, and try to become a better person when given wisdom by an elder. 4+ years of videos, man. Not one complaint from man or woman. Women see one clip, and immediately get triggered. Most women admit that they don't even watch whole videos. That they don't even watch the entire convo he's having with that person. They react off of emotions, revert to shaming tactics, and complain how men still ain't shit, while all the while the person holding them back from their full potential is staring at them right back in that foggy mirror with dried toothpaste spit splattered on various parts of the mirror. Remember, we can't change the world unless we change ourselves. And if you have an elder dropping gems, your ass better turn into a whole jewel thief out here. I'm out.